Whew, at the start. Let's get this right. Okay, so you can see at the bottom of the screen here, my best speed time, and I wasn't speedrunning at all, is just under 2 hours. I think at the end I was like, oh, I need to get some more trophies, so I went back before the final boss and did a few things. So, the idea of this speedrun, say it's a speedrun, it's more of a guide to a route that is pretty easy to take, but it'll get you in it'll get you under 2 hours, but it'll also hopefully get you the low percent, the mostly invincible, the overclocked, the pacifist, and the speedrunner trophies. So if those are the ones that you are looking to get after you've played the game through once, and I highly recommend that you do play it through once first. This hopefully will help you out. And in this mode, you actually you don't get any of the story stuff. It cuts that out completely, so it helps with cutscenes and so on, because there aren't any basically. So like I said, this route is just to help you play through the game if you get lost, because to be honest, you will get lost unless you know, or at least if you haven't played it through at least once. So first of all, we're going to go to the left. We're going to get the pickaxe. Get the pickaxe, which means we can cut these. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. So, options. My accessibility for this particular run, I've turned the enemy damage multiplier, which does none of this affects your trophies. I've turned it down to 0.2. I've put my damage up to 2. And I've changed the contrast for the platforms to 0.5, so you can actually see what you're supposed to be standing on. Which this will make this run so much easier. And like I say, I would recommend playing it through at least once. This is purely for the route and getting it done, getting these trophies out of the way. So what we need to do is go over to the right. We can't go anywhere other than up. Obviously, I've seen the speedrun strats. They are they're vastly superior to my route that I'm going to take. So please do not take this as the be all and end all of getting to the end as quickly as you can. The speedruns are very much using glitches. I think in the 1.02 patch, and this is the secret entrance which you need to look for. And they use a lot of like starting, saving, going back to the title screen, coming back again. And I'm not all about that. I'd rather play the game glitchless as it was meant to be. No breaking a sequence. Yeah, so this is the moment we're getting through the point where it's like, of course it's loud in my ear. This is the point where it's like kind of teaching you what the world's about. If you already played through this game, you'd already know about that, but it's just teaching you to jump really, giving you a bit more of the lore, the story. And we get to the first item. Now this first item here is the compass. And if you don't know how the compass works, it's a circle which will show you where on screen, or where in comparison to where you are, there could be an item or a portal or so on. So to the left of me right now, there's an item which we can possibly pick up. One to the below us and one above us. And the one above us is this urn just up here. We'll be able to see it. There we go. And this is our first arm, which we will be collecting. And this arm will allow us to do a few things. And we're going for the one kill, and this is the one death that we have. It's scripted, so don't worry about that. We're allowed one. We are. Alright. Anyway, so the rest we're going to do from memory. I think I've played through this now about 4 times. Loved it every time. I've gone for 100% map, 100% items, try to find every single puzzle. It's really, really, really good. if you put the time into it, it will reward you, especially when it comes out later for the later playthroughs. I find that the optimum route that you can do is it's quite interesting because you can it comes to a certain point in the game where, certain point in the game where you can actually do, like, you can go left or you can go right. It's taking you essentially to the same place. But it gets quicker and so on. So here we go. We are now about to go and get the boomerang. We drop right down to the bottom here. You don't have to take on these enemies. You can pretty much jump over them. They do have a cone of vision. And if you wanted to, at this point here, you'll be picking up the boomerang. Ooh, let's pick it up. You could hit that if you wanted to, but you don't really need to. This will open up this gate up here above us, but we'll try and make this jump here. Yeah, we can. You don't need to do that. I think honestly that should be there for the speedrun to make you go up there. Right, make this guy come to you. We needed that boomerang to hit that button. Continue down the bottom here. Watch out for these things which jump out of the ice. You could jump up to the right. This will allow you to grab ledges. You could jump up to the left, up here, grab the ledges, but you can also go over there. But you'll also be waking these things up. We're going to do up here. And the ledge grab is essentially what we needed to get up over this bit here and grab our first augmentation. Yeah. Now these are skill points. They either come in bottles of 1 or bottles of 2. Now this one here in particular, will go down to skills, is giving us 1. And what we're going to be doing first is we're going to be saving these up and putting them into purely the hacking ability, because we don't need it. We are good, really. But because we want to have a low percentage run, we don't particularly want to collect as many. And we'll be limited to the amount that we'll be able to put into our skill points. So, hacking, we definitely need to get up to level 4 hacking, and you'll see why soon. There are gates that are... I'll save it here just in case. There are gates that are blocked. They're level gated, I suppose, as it were. Up here, we will grab that later. That'll be as a health node. I think there's either full health nodes, which will give you another extra pip at the top of the screen, or there are oh yeah, can't go that way. Or there are fractions, so as they all come in fifths. Collect 5, get 1. I think when I finished this in my speed run with low percentage, it was can't get that. 27. I've been really conservative as well, hoping I wasn't going to get over 40%. This is what you need for low percentage. We won't really need to save that. I think on my first run, the attempt at low percentage, I got 41%. I was gutted. Oh yeah, watch out for the bomb. So you can see, top left corner, my health already been taken. I'm pretty uncomfortable, to be honest. So that there, at the bottom of the screen, is the gate, which we don't have the ability to open up just yet, but we soon will. And we get our next arm, which will allow us to hack. Hack, we hold the R2. Now you get a trophy for hacking and activating every single possible creature. So if you can hack everything, like literally have your R2 out the whole time and see if you can hack at least once. Those things you can't hack them. So you've got the ability to the process of hacking. Oh, which reminds me. You can do slow slow for that one. See? Turn it slow. It'll cost you the bluish point to the top left-hand corner of the screen. Now, because we've got skill points, we can put some into infection now. So we have infection level. This will allow us to hack more difficult enemies. This will give us more points to put in. This will allow us to expand quicker, so you can infect quicker. And this one here will give us a higher range. Now we're going to put them all into this one at the moment, because we want to hack level 4 as quick as we can. And then we have to think about it. There's definitely a point in the game where I was like, I wish I had more. There's also got to be very careful of range. That's our first boss. We won't take them on because we're going for pacifist. Do not kill. Okay, and we go down here. Arm. And this is one of the coolest. There's a version of this in the first game. This allows us to go into breaches. Now breaches is basically like the Dark World. They appear. The world is the same as this, but it's in 8-bit and it's kind of in the background, I suppose, as it were. We will be putting all of our attacking points into this one. I mean, it won't really matter because of the difficulty I've got it on, but it will allow us to go through enemies quicker. So we go into another breach and come back to the main world. Here we go. And what the point of that is that we need to get up to this platform up here to activate it. And then we press the triangle button to go back to our own body, and then we use this platform to go back up. I will activate it again in a minute. So once I get to the top, down. Now, to the right, you can jump and throw, and you could go up to the right and grab that hole up there and get the item which is in there. We're not going to do that. And below us, right down here, is a health pip which you could grab, which is why we send that platform back down. If you want to do that part of the speedrun, but we're not. Open up the gate. That allows us to get back down to the save point if you need it. Now, the idea of going up here is because we need to, well, we would go up there, we go into that building, and we would talk to a computer which would tell us the next direction where we need to go to. But for this moment, we're going to grab something here. We don't have the ability to come out of the breach mode at the moment. We will get that later. Jump to the right here, so you come out of that and grab this one. Right, so we've got another point. And the higher the level that you need to put points into, the higher the level that you skill, the more points it will cost you to go to activate them. Very difficult to explain on Saturday morning. Can't get the worms out. Get off me! Right. It's been at least 2 days since I've last played this. And we come to another breach up top here. And this will essentially take us back to where we were. That's us? Yeah. So, you could probably skip all this out really and go to the next part, but because this is where the story takes us, you need to go and talk to this computer. Thank you. Woohoo. Up the top there is another item which you could grab when you've got a very late ability. And it probably won't be. It's definitely not. Actually, hang on a second. Let's try this. Can I do this? Don't think I can. Cannot reach. Yeah, there's definitely items which you'll want to be coming back to, and they wouldn't be on the run that you're going. I could have thrown that over there then. Not going to. Coming back here because we are following the route. Literally no engage. See ya! And because we've got the hacking ability, now we can open up this gate. in this bush up here. I think it's a 1 or a 2. I can't remember. Let's have a look, shall we? It's a 1. So we haven't got enough to put into. Ooh, we haven't got enough to put into ability yet. There is a lattice which you can grab for health. You know what? We'll go and grab it. Just making sure. Yeah, we'll go and grab it. It's in another breach, but it's well worth getting if you're going through in a normal playthrough. You should go down to the right there, really, but you can come all the way down here. In this bit. Throw our children. And we do a quick circuit around here. See ya! Leave me alone! Those are quite dangerous, so you want to probably take them out. Before you go into the breach, grab this. Now this will give us health. We'll go to inventory. You'll see that's given us power matrix, which will allow us to store health. And when I say store health, we press the R1 and we select it, and then when we pick up these things, it'll give us health. And we can use these when we're running out of health. I won't need it on this run, but you might do if you're playing with normal health parameters and accessibility options. We'll just save it here. And now we're going to go down and to the right. And the next ability is underwater. Area, but still. I was afraid the first time I came around here, I thought, nope, not the area I was supposed to go to. I kept on getting hit by him, and he was taking a lot of energy off. Little sharks. You can make them swim backwards with the hacking ability. Right. You want to activate this thing down here, but these things, they're pretty harmless, but they will, if you select the release, they will drop those health vial things, so don't kill them and they will help you out. Go down here. Now be careful as you come down here. There is a bomb in here, but the next enemies that you will encounter can kill you quite easily here. We're going to hack you, we want to help you. We want to have this guy's elite, and this guy won't hurt me, it will hurt all the other things that are around me. Which are those spinning things. Here we go, in the water. So this will allow us to jump. It's like the gravity suit, I suppose, on Super Metroid. Yay, we move. Well, that'll stop us from getting bugged, I suppose. There we go. We are back. Next ability to get is the Earthquake, which means we need to go left. Like this. Save. Thank you. Now in here, you see this lovely creature here. This is it's like a boss, I suppose. You won't have any way of harming it at this point. And what you need to do is get through without getting exposed. Get all you. And all you're looking to do is just get to bottom left. Area. Which will allow us to get the next arm. Probably one of my favourite things to use, actually. We'll select it by pressing R1. What it does is it not only breaks walls, but it also damages those so they collapse. Oh. And when you do that, you can also break vials. So there are some seemingly vials which are, you know, encased in walls. Yeah, I don't need it. And that's essentially how you you break them. You break them, you get them. So if you find a way to damage vials, you are good to go. Now up here, there was a jump that I didn't think I could make, but I think you can. Up here, this one. I know you can make it. Because I've done it. There we go. Going off and left. And we needed that capability to get through this hole to our left. Yeah. Yep, got it. Whenever you see these things, I would always look to Overclocked. They'll give you items quicker. And you can change that to health as well if you need to. Get off me. Go straight up. Because we're going to use the earthquake ability one more time. This will allow us to jump up to this wall here. From here, throw our little drone. Now the drone is an extension of us, so that can also hack. So we hack. See ya. And from here, save it. Doesn't really matter if you get hurt there. Watch out for the grass around here, because there are sometimes enemies hidden. We are going to make him do that instead of throwing out enemies that will fly us. We're going to make him throw out health. Now you can, from this point here, you can jump and throw out that and get the next item if you want to get. I've seen it, but it's quite difficult to do, and I'm not going to do it here. What we need to do is go in here, because we need to go and activate this computer. And this computer will then tell us the next item to get, or the next place to go, which I think, if we look for the map, yeah, there it is it to the right? Yeah, there we go. That's where we're going next. But we don't go that way. We need to get another item first. So you'll go to the bottom right and go, a bit tricky, can't get what I need. This will allow us to climb walls. Yeah. Wall climb. Oh, one thing I forgot to do. Thanks, man. Just save, because we've got the power here. We're going to the top left of the map now. Oh, come on. My jumping abilities. And we're going to get the next item, which is the rather cool one actually. It's the Grapple, which is basically it's the next item, which is kind of be quite useful for if you want to put the points into the spin attack. Hello, mate. Personal best at the moment is just under 2 hours, but it was in no way a speed run. It was just I needed to do that mode to get a trophy. So this is purely for the just to help out people. Oh, here we go. Thanks, man. Alrighty, and we're gonna go right here. No, we're not. We're going to the top left. Now there is another item to the left. There's another lattice here, which we will grab. And whenever you go out, grab a lattice. There's always one of these nearby, so you can fill it up automatically. So now we've got, as you can see, we've got two. no, we're going to the top right. Ooh, I've seen some speedruns glitched, which are like, was it 10 minutes? Which kind of blew my mind when I saw that. Yeah, there's the way I would like to put it, but I'm gonna hack. If you don't hack those things, they will hurt you, and then you can absolutely nailed by these guys. Now, do I have? Yeah, you can see here I need level 3 for these ones, so I'm not going to be able to infect them yet because I've only got 2 points at the moment. I don't need that item anyway. That item there is, I think it's for your. Oof, I want to say it's your double axe, which I don't even have yet. So anyway, point is, we're trying to get to this point here. You can get to this point actually in 2 different ways. I only went this way because it's the one I'm used to. As we go up here, we're going to try and avoid getting hit. There's nothing else to grab. I would recommend saving, unless you are intent on hacking. Now, oh, I hate these. Right, if you can elite these guys, they won't hurt you. There we go. Same with this one. You can hack them. Hack you! There we go. Hack off. Now that's something I learned from watching another speedrunner. I was trying to do that by using my boomerang and jumping up there, and the amount of times I got knocked off, man, oh, I hated it. So here we go. We're going to go into this. This is a rather long breach, but we'll go through it nonetheless. There is a mini boss in here, but come on. Thank you. Maybe I should have saved it. Oh well. We will. We'll get that item in a minute. Need it. Ignore these guys. That's essentially where we'll be going up there. We can't get up there just yet. We do get the bungee. Makes our life so much easier. Yeah, this is not an easy breach. The amount of times I've died to just getting frustrated. Oh man. Jump here. We won't kill that one. And we're looking to go to the right here. If you can get these guys on the way down, it's a lot easier to time them. Okay. This is the one that will probably annoy everyone else. Man. There we go. Right. We now have our grappling ability. This one, you can pretty much, you can use it instead of jump if you get close enough to the button. You can chain them as well. Nope, I'm not going that way. Just a second. Yeah, there we are. We'll get that item. That's what I need, isn't it? So, there we go. For a second, round, that's where I was. Oh, come on. See ya. And in here, the next item you want. Now, this should allow us to hack. This is 2 or 1, I can't remember. Skills! Right, yeah, we've got 3. So, infection now. These will kill you outright. This is, yeah, this area here is probably the hardest area to do without dying. which is why I recommend using accessibility options. And then we save here, just get some health. You can go over the top right here, you can go left, this will allow us to go through here. And before we come back to our body, we're going to go and grab the next one. And then breach back. So that's that area done with. We'll climb over this wall. You can go left and jump over that and skip a whole load, but we are not going to do that just yet. So from here, we need to go through this wall, which is why we need the bug. And from here, we have what we need to go to the actual waypoint now. This guy. Mid-health. If you're going to be like, collecting items, you could go a different way, because you'll end up coming up from here and you'll open up that gate to get what you need. But we are going to go and visit the big statue, which is just below us. Boom. And here it is. You talk to the statue, he would say some stuff, but you need the climbing ability to get over the top here. And if you've got the climbing ability after you've grabbed it, you'll be thinking, oh, this is the way forwards. Get this item down here. And then you hit the wall of, oh, I can't get any further because I definitely need a different item. And by the time I was playing for the first time, not a sentence, but when I was playing for the first time, I was like, I don't know what abilities I'm going to get next. I really don't. So it was kind of like, I don't even know what I'm looking for. Like, do I have the ability at the moment to do what I need to do, or not? Obviously I didn't. So you need the grapple ability to get up here and to open up this gate to allow my actual body to go through. So go back to our body. Opens that gate. Sweet. And we bomb. Earthquake. Activate this guy for Overclocked, which will allow us to get quicker items. There we go. So, whilst I'm here, I will open that. Not that I need to, but if you wanted to come back and collect items later on, and you want to come back to this area, it's always nice to have the gates open, as you know. These things are annoying. I would recommend using the strat of using your kill thing. If the drone dies, you don't. You know, it just gets reset. Oh yeah, if you get hit by that thing, you can't actually attack. So, yeah, use your drone for this area. Oh, go away. Couple here. Go. The item down to the right is a report, I think it is. And we are. There we go. Into the breach again. So we are going here. Mind the fire. Item in here, which we will grab. Now, this is a bit tricky, this bit, because you've got to feel where you are. You can sort of like see a little bit of a shadow. But, well, I think I'm to the right. Jump up to the left. Jump up to the right. There we go. I am there. To the left. You could use your grapple. miss a grapple, you don't know how to use a grapple, or you're not used to using it, you don't even know where you are. This one will allow us to break walls? I don't remember. No. I can't remember which one this does. Oh! Allows us to charge up our attack. Of course it does. Quite useful. Okay, it's got there. Straight down. Save if you wanna. And then go through this hole down here, and you don't even have to worry about all those enemies. So if you go to the right, you've got another secret area there, which we'll use for collecting items later, if you ever need to. Always nice to unlock the shortcut. And then down through this bridge here. So now we're at the other side of the gate that we reached before. There's a lattice there which we'll grab in just a second. First of all, there's a health pip down here. You can grab that if you want to. I'm not going to because I'm going for the low percentage. And I have a feeling that I might go over it when I find it. So we go back. And the next part, oh yeah, here, story-wise, bit of a shock for me. Probably one of my favourite areas, my favourite parts of the story. Straight up stole my body. Alrighty, we are now pure bug. Or drone, as I say. Now, like I say, this next area will straight up kill you if you don't. Well, if you're not on accessibility mode, or if you're not familiar where the enemies are. So I definitely recommend saving there. This thing will talk to you. We bypass another boss. Hello! So, jump over those things because the sand things will take quite a few bits of here. See ya! There we go. Could use the bungee there to get through quicker. Bomb, jump over. If you can jump in the middle, you can normally get away with that. See, look at my health already. What we'll do is use my lattice. We've got one here. Grab. Now, sand thingy. Make sure you don't get hurt. Another one here. Now, if you can elude that one, he won't bug you. Jump over this dude. There's another sand thing here. That's the one that normally kills you just before this. Frustrating. So you'll probably be doing that bit quite a few times. Okay, up here. Now the next arm is the one that allows us to walk back to any chalice point. I call them chalice points on your map. So anywhere where these are, let's zoom out a bit. So you've got all these blue things. You can walk to them straight off. Let's go. Let's change you to. I like using the volatile one, but I wasn't actually hacked into it just then. These things you can change to platforms if you want to, but we're not going to bother. Ooh, hello. Ooh, that was close. Up for that. Bungee. Bungee. Go away. Safe. Good. Here we go. you can turn that one into a platform and sort of use it to get up to the left bit up here if you wanted to. It's quicker if I do this really for me. Ignore these guys, they won't really get to attack you. We're looking to get up to the top. Down we go. Save it just in case. What's the next ability? I can't remember. Oh, I know. It's the one that allows us to see into the breach, which is probably the most useful in terms of being able to locate different items, being able to change between the breaches. So what we'll do is we'll switch to it, and use it to see breaches, and then we can enter breaches. But also you can see the platforms in the breach, so you can see where it looks like in the other side of the world. We'll go straight down. Oh, we get the flying ability next. But first of all, we've got to come out of the breach. And we've got to find our next spot. If you need a lattice, there's one over there to the right. Hang on, do I need it? No, I don't. Would recommend deleting that guy if you have trouble. See it, use it. Going up to the left. In the next room there should be another item. Skill point. There we go, we grabbed it. So now, skills, we have 4. So for infection, we've got full infection. The next what we'll go for is range, because we need range for a... How do we? Check for those. What's charge? Charge your shot, actually. See ya. Come on. Charge. Kill. Kill him. There we go. You can probably get past these without... Careful, you might get smacked. Get through this area as quick as you can. Launch yourself up across there. And we are out of that danger area. There's going to be another jumpy one here. Charge up. Shoot upwards. And there is a chalice to the right. And we will activate this one. Well, we'll use it. Because this next area can be a bit of a pain. It won't be for us, but it can be a pain for you. There we go. As you can. The yellow ones. A couple more. Take them out. Now, we don't go up, we go down. Because secret path. And there should be another. Oh, hello, glitch. Oh, game just glitched on me then. Before. That's skill point, and we go up and around. Now, activate this one. Grab the item, which is the next arm, which allows us to fly. Really useful. And if you're struggling for health, or if you need points, I would recommend warping back to this one. I'm going to go back to the left where those bugs were. There is a 2-point skill. So what we've got on the skills, we've got 1. There's a 2-pointer, I think, to the left. We will definitely need that one. Remember that one. Right, here we go. So now we grab it. So, this skill, it was a 2-pointer. For the infection, we're going to go for range. Yes. We need one more for that one. Oh, yes. Also, because we can walk back to where we... back to chalice, we can go back to exactly where we... or the room before we picked up the last arm. Music for this game. And the reason why we had that item is so we can fly across here. Hover just before you hit the ground. Just gently tap it as you come down here, and you can get through this easy without getting hit. Go to the left if we can. Straight off. Another skill point. Jump over. Grab. You go slightly up when you hover. When you first see, you can slightly go. Oh, good. So, we've done what we need to do here. We're going to go warp to this bit. Now, I think this is the point where people start getting a bit confused about where to go to. I think I did. Was it a bit afterwards? We are going to go into here because we want to get a slightly better attack. Is it up here? I don't think it's this way. Let's just check quickly. Shortcut. Oh, I know what it is. Skill point. And also a shortcut. Well, shortcut. We'll open you anyway. So, here. Out of the breach. I mean, essentially, that's a very, very short way of doing that. Oh, hello. Forgot about you. And this is what we need to grab. This. This is essentially a stronger. There we go. Stronger attack. Now, we needed the flying ability to get over this next area. Just so you remember, these things here you can swarm them, and this is probably one of the hacks that you won't have found. So just a heads up. Go away. And also you need to hack those things there and blind them. That's another one that people probably miss. Will not even use, not even think about it. We are going up here. Thank you. So useful. Grab that if you want to. There is... oh yeah, here we go. So down here... before I forget this one. Is it down here? Yeah. Down below... below us, sorry. You see that there's... the breach ability. You'll see that there's a little path underneath and you can grab another health item. Now, I'm not going to grab that one because I don't need it. It'll increase my percentage. But, yeah, that's where the other one is of those. And you see these tombstones down here? If you use your breach ability when you see these tombstone things, with an eye on, essentially, they will show you things which you need to do. Some of them are like button inputs, little secret paths. Always useful, and I didn't know that until after I completed the game. When I was first playing this. Right, if you can kill this guy, because he's annoying. There we go. It's only one of them. And before we go through that door, to the roof. I think it's a 2.0. Now, how many skill points have we got in here? We've got 5, so infection, we will increase our range. We've got 2. Probably not enough. Don't need to kill that one. Talk to computer, go in. Yeah, it's probably not enough for what I want to do. Not yet. Where are we going to be? Ah, yes. Don't need to save it, but we will. There we go. We will grab that in a minute. Down to the bottom right. That's the only enemy in here, I think. So. Those things won't harm you just yet. This creature, no idea. No idea what it is. Doesn't harm you, can't harm it. Right, jump underneath here, use your grappling ability and flying at the same time. Grab the skill point, single one. Fly back up here. Don't go and grab. No, I can't. Now I don't use the whole hold the button down thing. I flap. I tap the button. Gets you a longer flight. Just my little tip anyway. Next ability. This thing will allow us to break stuff by using your grapple. It's got to be on the corner. If you hold it down, it will destroy any block you have. Now, you'll see at the moment I've got 3 skill points. I need 2 more for what I want to do in this area, so just grab it where the exit is. Come on. Go. I think those things are bigger when you come back, if you come back through this area. I advise not to come back to this area. Obviously it will add time on. Good. Right, got you. So we'll go back to where we picked up this last item that we grabbed, and you'll see that there's a wall which you can break through, but you can only break through it if you've got this ability. It's okay, we've got the ability. However, if you don't have enough skill points into the range ability, you'll see that we won't be able to reach. We're on the 2nd tier. You can't reach it. So we use the skill of infection to increase our range, and we've got 5. We've got the perfect amount. So now we increase the range. We're on level 4. We can and in here is a breach. So we look where the breach is, use the breach ability, go in. Save it if you want to, which we will do. Grab more. Sure. Now from here, you could go back out. I'm going to just follow this bit. No. Because there's an ability which you can grab. Oh yeah, shortcut. Good. Well, whilst we're here, you could save it. You could exit out any way you want. If you want to go to any of these points. However, we are going to go here because there's a room. Grab health item there. Always useful. We're not going to grab it. Can I go up here? item. Well, I'm going to show you where that item was. And once we're here, we can. And we're going to go back to that. Where was it? I've lost where it was. There he goes. This one here. Just before we went into this building. We'll ignore that one, we'll just leg it. Q. And here we go. Right, so. Up to the right. You could open up some shortcuts up here if you wanted to. Back in the water zone. Grab that item if you wanted to as well. Can't go through there, so we need to open up the portal. Do that by going up here and then down to the left. I want to show you what you can't get past. You can't go in there. Right up here. Oh, actually, you could go in, grab it. But we haven't got our human form yet, so we can't do what we need to do and use the earthquake ability. We also can't get past like, I can't describe it really. It's purple stuff. Something in the way. I think it hurts you when you touch it as well. You can't get past that. To figure out why. And we'll do that by going into the breach first, and then destroying it in the breach. We'll do that via this. Before we do, if you go to the left here, down. You probably think, alright, there's nothing there. However, come back out, go down to the right, destroy the other stuff, go into the real world, we'll be able to grab some points. These creatures above us, they'll only start attacking if you attack. So, just be careful around this area. Spiders will fall from the ceiling. This guy first. Because there's two of these spiders. There we go. There's the other one. Right. Okay. So, gravestone with an eye on it. Ability. Before we go, come back out. Okay, we'll grab. There are lots of these things around, so we would go through that one, but we're going to go through. Last one. Okay. Skill-wise, because we have we've essentially got quite a lot now, so I might be inclined to put some into this one. So yes, so our attacking ability is a lot better. The next lot, I'll probably won't put into number 5, I'll put the rest into the number of, the amount of points I have and be able to do what I need to do. As you can see, I haven't got the ability still yet to turn into human. Oh, but here it is. There we go. We can turn into human form. Not necessarily our body, but we've got a ability. But I still prefer the ability to move around using the drone. So here, open the shortcut. Save it for our points. Now, if you've used your health here, there is another drone. Oops. There is another lattice. One of these things that fills them just below us. Because those things can take some quite a bit of health up here. Alrighty. We're going to fight ourselves now. We're going to choose our own health just in case, but we'll kill it 3 times. I need to kill myself 3 times. Fight together. That's number 1. This will be run killer. If you what the hell? Yeah, it will be a run killer if you got normal ability. I'm going to use my lattice. Yeah, that should be it. There we go. I can't remember if it's... I don't know if it's like 3 deaths for you or 3 deaths for her. Either way. Flight's over. We haven't died. Next. Ability, which will give us 15% armor. I think it is. I'd recommend these. This is the first one. Not that those guns turn around, but... Right, this is going to be the gate. You could potentially fly over here and get to that thing, but you would need to speak to this thing here to continue the story and at least know where to go on your first run. You can skip if you wanted to. Attack you whilst you're trying to get to this point. We're going to use a bit of health there. Now there are some invisible enemies. This is the place to reveal. Right, so reveal on that one. Easy to miss. Now in here, I think is a lattice thing. We will grab. Always useful. Yeah, because we are in the part of the map which we've already been. This was the gate that we couldn't open. Was it 2? By the way, we're looking to go to the top right up here. Them. and they are hard to kill. Try and jump over them if you can. What will I do? Nasty. We are going... We're going to go and grab... Well, we don't need to grab that one actually, so we won't. I'd love to show you guys a 100% video one, but that would take a while. I think it was 16 hours for my first one. Not good. Yes, save. Right, save up here. Jump onto these things. Skill-wise, we've got 4, so we'll, for the infection will give us more yes and yes. That should give us, each time we get given 50, I think it is. Alrighty. Another very, very useful ability is to come out of the breach wherever you like. This really changes up the whole item hunt thing. Right, make sure you've got this out, because don't go into that one. That one, our friend. Just so you see, here is a breach. We haven't got the ability yet to go into it, which I think is the next one. And that also changes up the way that this game can be played. Like, how the frick am I supposed to remember how to get all these things? Ow. So many different possibilities to grab items. And here it is. This one will allow us to bring breaches towards us. Game changer. Another health pip up there. It's a whole one this time, but we won't grab that. Gets me there. So, across to the right, one of the best uses, or best examples I can use for grabbing an item that's in the other world, which is surrounded completely by walls. We use that in combination, that item there in combination with this one to bring another breach towards us, and we're like, where the hell is it? This one, and find it. Clever. Such a clever guy. Down? Yeah, right, so, I don't think this is the way, but we will use it. Just to grab an item. Pull that towards us. Towards us. And this will give us a whole pip. We're not going to grab it. Because we've got a save point here. We're good. We're going to grab an item at the top here, but in the breach area. By using the pull. So it should come up to us. There we go. This item is also surrounded by items. Once again, we use that to come out of here. Essentially, we're going to be using the breach pull down there. Do it as quick as we can. Oh, yes, it's going towards us. It's from above. Here we go. Moving forwards. I have no way of tackling that. Yeah. I don't know how to do it. Not from above anyway. Yeah, we can we go through here? I can't remember. No, it's not this way. Stand on that platform. Hover to the right immediately. Watch out for these things. Oh, there we go, that's what I need. Hang on. Oh, hang on, what's going on here? Something on wall. There we go. I wasn't using my jump properly. Over to the right, don't fall down. Jump over you. Now this one always hits me. Jump over. No, it's not even. Hang on. Oh, I do need one. Let's use it. And then over here. This ability, this one, funny. Got to be human. It's the Boomerang, which allows you to direct it wherever you want. You only use it really twice. Straight up. Ooh, run out of ability. There we go. There we go. That's the first time. And then the second time you use it, it's up here. And that's it. No more. I can't even think if you use it for yeah, it's one of those things. It's like you can either I play it glitchless, I play it like this is basically to teach people how to play the game if they want to learn the run normally. Like if they want to actually just go through it. Has that actually been? It's not been patched out yet then. I'm guessing. He's probably keeping that in. Oh, I didn't mean to play that. The body stolen thing is it's quite an epic thing. It's definitely worth seeing if you've never played the game before. Okay, interesting. I look forward to seeing this on GDC with the no glitch. I'm going to collect an item which is really useful, especially for the dark areas. And one of the reasons why you need level 4 hacking ability is also to grab it. Oh no, I'm not going to. Bugger off. I'm making this look hard. I'm very sorry. So. Yes. So, yeah, that's one of them. You also need it to actually get the item that you need. You need the level 4 hacking, which is just around this corner here. So I got to this on one of my speedruns and I did that once. Like, no! Oh, that's so much better. Save again. Come down. We won't grab that, because we won't use it. It's basically the upgraded Boomerang. I always like to be bug form anyway, so no point. And this is where we go and speak to someone. No enemies, so it's just straight there. I did think that there would be, like, because there's gates to the bottom left-hand corner here, and in other rooms as well. I thought maybe there's something, maybe there is something else around here, but it's not. So you get 100% of the map when you get 100% of the map, really. So. Yeah, here we go. Up to the left. Essentially, this is the chill out part of the run. Speak, hack. Thank you. Should open the gate. And back to where we, well, not back to where we came from, but back to the world. Grab the item. And this is the deadly room with the spiders, so we try and authorize as quick as we can. Nope, this one here. This is also why you need points into. I got 3. I don't have enough into the infection. I'm not ready for that. This room becomes essentially, like, you know, it's your pet. Yeah. Luckily these things, we will grab you. There is a... Get off. Go away. Okay. Alright. There is a save point down below, but there's also a save point above us. Coming up to the last stretch of the game, really. Do you know what? This is quicker than I thought it would be. Especially after me mucking around. Speak to that. Go up here. Into the breach. You all be going up to the right here, and this is slightly. This can be a quite complicated area, unless you use your. Let's go. It doesn't really matter. They'll kill each other, or try to kill each other. They won't attack you. This guy here. We see this guy. We can grab that item there. I always forget which button it's on there, so I use my fire one. Attack. You can slow those things down, but it's probably quicker to actually bungee past these things. If you jump on that platform without getting hit and then bungee past, it can be quite easy. Now these things, simply interesting. If you kill one, you kill them all. I didn't know that before. I do now. But yeah, that would be also another hack that you probably might miss. It's getting colder! Thank God it doesn't hurt you. This is a dangerous room in itself. Save you. I'm gonna skip this boss. It is an optional boss, but I don't like it. Oh, actually, before I do, I will go into this room. there is a hack down here, which you might not know about. Interesting. Can I get past this? Yes, I can. You can fight it. It's a hard fight, in my opinion. I will avoid it. She's going for the no death. Alright, we are down here. We will use the... Okay, that's the ability I want. Bottom right. What is the ability next? Oh, it's up here. Always forget. Jump. Ah, yes. Here we go. I know the bit. Oh, so this is essentially where we see our old body grabbing the last arm. Most dangerous. Well, not the last arm, but the most powerful arm. Please see the story to understand all that. We're going to grab our last arm that we named Speedrun, which will give us the ability to fly as a swarm. And you can put a skill point into it. I've got 5. I think I will actually. Allow us to fly faster. Yeah. So essentially, yeah. And we can destroy blocks, but also go through grates. And you can go back and you can speak to this guy here. However, we have enough abilities now to go and take on the final boss, which is here, back right at the start. You can grab an extra health pip. You can grab another skill point. I don't really need to, but I will show you where they are. So you can grab that item there. Up to the right up here, there is another skill point down here. There it is. Oh, I think it's 2 actually. We will go down here. We are now going to basically take on the final boss. Oops, down and jump. There we go. Back to where the first computer was. Well, you wouldn't have seen it actually because we went down and left. Only an hour ago, around 22. So talk to it, and then we go down through here. And this is the final area. Don't worry, you can come back. There is a save point. There is a save point down the bottom, and you can warp to it backwards and forwards. There is one more. Oh, there is. There is one more item in a room. I think it's a skill point. There it is. We're going to activate this last room, or this last save point, and then I'm going to show you an item which you will. By this point, you have all the abilities and all the things to at your fingertips to be able to search for 100% items. Now, if I can remember where it is exactly, I think it's. If I go to here, right, if I go to here, I will show you an item which will be added to your compass, and it will glow whenever there is an item nearby, so it will help you locate things that you need. Obviously, I would like to take on the boss now. I'll probably be able to do it in under 125. However, we're going here. Now, this item here, you probably would like. It's like a pole. You need this ability to get up and turn off. Now, at this point, there is a cheeky skill point in there. Just so you know. We will skip. I will not grab this item because I don't want to scale the percentage, but that there will go in the middle of your compass and be able to help you out later. So we're going to go take on the boss. Save. There we go. And here we go. Now my tip here is to activate the top left one first, because this is the hardest one to get to in my opinion. So activate this one, that drains completely, which means you can spend more time below. If you can get the top right one done, then you can spend most of your fight down on the floor. Because getting up here there we go, drain. Now we need to stun. Get this drained as well. There we go. Do you know what? Let me get my lattice. There we go. Go, that's it. Drained. Final sequence. So we need to authorize the bomb. Okay, that's probably the last hack that you'll want to be able to do to get the trophy. I recommend using the bungee as much as you can here to get up. Get up here for about 35 seconds is probably tight, but up to that screen, we're about a screen ahead of time, so we're good. I recommend looking always to the left, jumping up, pointing to the left, those bits, and you will have no problem getting up there otherwise. And this should be time. So yeah, that's essentially the route that I would recommend taking if you want to do legit and you want to get all the items and so on and do it with low percentage, so 28%, map 61, that's pretty good, but there's still loads to find. Only one death count, which was the one that was scripted. Yeah, so there are obviously going to be like speed strats. So look there you go. There are obviously going to be speed strats which skip items, and that's all legit. It's all fine. All interesting to watch as well. It always, it shows you how you can make your run a lot better. Even if you want to do legit, there are certain strats which you can do, like jumping and throwing. There's some really cool low percentages which I would love to see, but without doing the skips. Either way, it's going to be a really, really cool speedrun community, and keep an eye on it. I might go back to the first game and do some more of that one. But yeah, thanks very much, Thomas Matt, for putting in the speedrun mode in this. It's been really cool. I hope this guide helps you, even if it's just to find just a route for the normal game, just to chill out. It's a fun playthrough, even with the story. But yeah, there was definitely things I missed in there. But thanks very much. That should get you the 4 trophies which we needed, which just let me remind you, which was should get you the low percentage. Yeah, we got that. Mostly Invincible, which we got, Overclocked, under 6 hours, Pacifist without killing bosses, and Speedrunner. So yeah, those are the ones that are probably missing from your collection if you play through it normally the first time. But thanks very much for watching. I really appreciate all the company that's been that's kept me going for the last half hour and a half. Sorry, but that's me done with Axiom Verge 2. I'll probably just play it casually now on the Switch. Actually, I haven't even touched on the Switch yet. Right. Ladies, guys, cheers. It's been fun.